Hello, friends. Welcome to Around the World in 10 with Mubo. Every week on this channel, I will be giving short takes on trending news, world events, fiscal policies as they arise all over the world. Well, this week, I'll be talking about cousins and neighbors at war. Hmm, what war? Unless you're living under a rock, we not know that there's a third world war going on right now, under our very noses. Do you think wars are only fought with bombs, grenades, and nuclear arms? No, 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 you are dead wrong. Third World War is brewing and is on today, now, with taxes, with tariffs, not with bombs. It's not between enemies, it's between cousins and neighbors. Well, let me unpack this this truth. Ever since Donald Trump second coming as President of the United States, has been firing on all salvos, not his enemies. No one needs enemies with friends like Donald Trump. Don't you think? European cousins, Europe, the Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, they've been blindsided with humongous tariffs from across the pond from their cousins. Their cousins. Because way back in 1945, when the Second World War ended, they were all chummies, they put their acts together and they formed the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That was a military organization, about 30 countries in Europe and North America. They banded together to ward off the Cold War that was obtainable at that time. So the Second World War, the world was divided into West and East. East meant Soviet Union with different states that was under the Soviet Union. And they worked with communism. That was their own mantra. While the West worked with capitalism, different kettle of fish. That was how they band together. NATO countries amassed militarily, and every NATO general, every NATO head from that time was primarily a US military personnel. That was how it was. And they worked together for almost 8 decades. That was the way it was. NATO was rock solid. Whether the government in power in America was Republican or Democratic, NATO elsewhere. The unity, the force elsewhere. That was the way it was back then. Sometime also, the European countries banded together, this time not militarily, for business, leisure, politics, and economic reasons. They formed the European Union, now known as European Union. That time was European Community, then became European Union. They did this just for ease of doing business, for leisure, for life, just ease of movement, doing business. They removed tariffs among themselves. You could transport goods at that time from Great Britain to France to Spain to Germany seamlessly. That was the way it was. That was the status quo, and that was what they worked with. Other parts of the world watched them with envy. To a great surprise, with the dawn of President Donald Trump, second coming of him, he has dismantled, he has rejigged, he has upended that status quo. That even NATO now, the very essence of forming NATO is now being disputed. President Trump is asking the countries to up their contributions into NATO. If they don't pay their way, the United States might even withdraw from NATO. Do you think he's bluffing? Take this for real. These are very, very trying times and worrying times for cousins. They've been cousins for so long, and now they have to do things differently. I'll also give my take. Besides cousins, President Donald Trump is also taking on his closest neighbors. That's Canada and Mexico. He has torn up the NAFTA agreement. He has torn up what treaties that they had from way back that will do things together because they're the same hemisphere, don't you think? Canada has been slapped with a whopping, humongous 50% tariff on their steel, on their aluminum, and Canada is not taking it lying low. Canada is also flexing its muscles, even though Canada is smaller population wise when you compare with United States. But Canada is also flexing its muscles. After all, it's also an industrialized country, so it told United States. Canada has even turned off electricity supply to some states in the United States. What do you think of all this? Is it a bad movie? Are we watching a bad movie on Netflix? Or was just is President Donald Trump bluffing? Is he fluffing? Is it for real? Because I noticed that ever since he started this new tariffs, the stock market in all the countries started nosediving. It's like it's a game of when you watch your children's cartoon, there have been new realignments, tariffs, taxes, and businesses, stocks have really been wiped off in America, in Canada, in Europe, all over the world. President Donald Trump has taken on his neighbors, his cousins. He doesn't need this. He doesn't need his enemies are just having a laugh and wondering when the one will come. In Africa, it's also added slap tariffs on Nigeria, South Africa, Djibouti, and many more are still coming in. Even his long-style ally, Japan, South Korea, they have not been spared.